Hey everybody, welcome back to J-Dub's Cards. I'm Josh. Thanks for joining me here again. We are actually gonna have a exciting video here today. I got my last PSA submission return the other day, so there's only 10 cards in this one, but pretty really excited to open this one up here. Was a little bit disappointed in some of the grades, but was actually kind of excited that one did get a 10 on this one. So let's go ahead and just dive right into it. My wife said that we should try doing a video of me with my face. So forgive me, I'm just kind of winging this. This is this light hopefully won't get in your guys' way at all here too. So but we're just gonna go ahead and just dive right into everything here. I just like doing some of these videos. I like doing these returns. It's really fun. One of my favorite things to do. I wish I would have had a few of my other returns captured on camera. That would have been really fun. There we go. I don't do this too. I don't do these returns too often, but maybe a little bit more frequently sometime down the road. But yeah, look at that. They did a pretty good job bundling everything all up here. I'll go ahead and do this here. Hopefully you like my knife. Got that for my wedding. It was actually a wedding gift from my best man. He got me this, a really cool wooden box and a flask that has my name on it. So thanks, Adam. Appreciate you, bud. All right. I always like to recycle plastic wrap, bubble wrap here. And so we got 10 cards. I'm gonna kind of cheat here to see which ones we're gonna go with first, because I wanna, I think I know which ones are which. So there's a couple I'll save for last, and I think, yeah, the last two are what I wanna save for last. So here's the first one here, nice little Greninja Gold Star. The amount of Celebrations ETBs that I opened up, I think I opened up probably 10 of them or so, something like that. And this was the only one that I thought would have been 10 worthy. And unfortunately, I got a 9 out of it, but it's such a clean card. I love the card. Greninja has such a cool shiny, and you know, couldn't imagine actually owning this in the regular Gold Star. It's not Celebrations, but I couldn't see. I think that's maybe why I got a 9. Maybe I didn't see that at the beginning, but you know what? Yeah, there's a little white dot down there too. You know, when I see, and maybe the centering's a little bit off, and I see that here too. So the fact that this got a 9, the holo looked good, but I don't know. I just sometimes I go over these and over and over and over these cards. I just feel like sometimes I just don't. Maybe I just miss stuff. I don't know. So I'd like to, like I said, I think I mentioned in my first video, but if anybody has anything nice to say or some pointers about the AI grading, then please let me know. Leave me a comment. That'd be really, really great, just to kind of give me some info on that. I was really hoping that maybe I just remember I bought this 151 premium collection box at Costco online. There wasn't a drop, there wasn't any waiting lines and stuff. It was just there, and I regret it every single day that I didn't get any more, but I just got one. So especially how these promos are just going crazy here too. So got a 9 on that guy there, but I like that card a lot. And of course, I wonder what this card is. Oh, looks like they had to, wow, that's heavy. Heavier than most. Look at that. Normally there's no card that you put in, or normally they don't put PSA doesn't put a cover on these cards. They just put them in a sleeve. So, but this was the Metal Mew card. They put it in like a little weird sleeve. That's interesting. So, but really cute. I love this card. Mech card, I should say. But yeah, that was really cool. So I can't, I mean, it's kind of, I mean, I'm not surprised that I got an 8. I mean, it's got some wear and tear around the edges and stuff, but you know, this metal card can scratch easily. So the fact that it's in here and it's gonna stay in 8 forever, I'm okay with that. So this must mean this is the Mewtwo. Oh, look at that, it's the Mewtwo. And this is the one I was hoping for at least a 9, and unfortunately got an 8. And the only reason why I graded this card, well, 2 reasons. One, I wanted, since I had the set of them over here, I wanted to keep it a set, but I knew the centering was atrocious. The holo looked okay. The centering was atrocious. I think there was a couple of little white dots on the end here. Yeah, there's a little one there, and right down there too. Yep. But I just love this card. Mewtwo is top three favorites. I think Charizard is definitely my favorite. Just love the guy, and you know, fortunately he's always the chase card and everything. But you know, he's just my favorite. And then it's Mewtwo and Lugia, and it's just, I think it's just because I just loved the movies back when I was a kid. And I just recently found out too that I'll have to look into this a little bit more, because I just saw one video on it, that there was a difference between the Japanese version of the first movie and the English release of the first movie. And the English one, as most of you know, that Mewtwo hated humans, he wanted to eradicate them, blah blah blah. But if I remember right, Mewtwo was more of trying to prove himself or something like that. But he wasn't the bad guy in the first movie. He was just really wronged, and yeah, I'll have to look into it. So that kind of made me have a little bit more appreciation for Mewtwo a little bit here too. So speaking of Charizard, ta-da! I saw how much this card was going for in 10, and I said, what the hey, it looked really good. There was only there was some white dots in there too, but the centering looked okay. So I said, you know what, whatever. I figured it's a 9, fine. But when I saw that 7 came back, little disappointed, but love the card. It's a beautiful card, and I actually got this and a whole bunch of other cards back when I first got back into the hobby. I think it was late 2019, early 2019. I think that's what it was, and I think it was either on OfferUp or Facebook. I think it was on OfferUp, and had to drive like, I don't know, 20 minutes away or so. But this guy just gave away, or was just selling his whole binder of cards. I mean, there was tons. One was a base set Lugia, for not first edition, just regular and limited, and it was clean. I mean, oh my gosh, I think I bought that whole binder just for that. But there was some other awesome ones. There's a lot of vintage in there. But yeah, that Lugia, the Neo Genesis Lugia, sorry, I say base set, excuse me, Neo Genesis Lugia Unlimited, but it was just clean. So that was one of the first times I ever submitted a PSA. I submitted that card and it came back an 8, and thanks Collector, I have just seen that card go up in price substantially, and I just so lucky that I grabbed that binder when I did. And I wish I would have grabbed more of these boxes when I did. So I just, oh, well, there's the grade. My thumb couldn't hold or cover up that grade very well, but this was the best. I bought 2 of the Ultra Premium Collection boxes, and this was the cleanest copy that I had. I was like, you know what, let's just give it a shot. This was one of my favorite art sets that came with it. I mean, I love the Sleeping Charizard. The VMAX is really cool. I should grab another mat and open and roll it out, because that mat's really neat. But I think this was my favorite of all of them, because it has 2 of the 3 of my favorite characters just going to town and battling. Someday I'll get the Crown Zenith Mewtwo, but that's for a different day. But this Ultra Premium Collection was, on my previous video, I told you that my friend, he went up to Wyoming and bought, I think it was, I can't remember if he said he bought it for 300 and some dollars or something like that, $350 for an Ultra Premium Collection, and it came with three or four Evolving Skies packs. I think it was 4, and he was so excited to open up those packs, and he told me that his wife accidentally opened up 3 of the packs and without even realizing it, and then as she was trying to open up the 4th one, he noticed. It's like, hey, I'm going to open these packs. I was really looking forward to doing this, and luckily he did, because when he stopped her, he opened it up and it was the Moonbreon. Hey Dakota, shout out to you. Thanks for watching. You're my first subscriber, so I just thought I'd give you a little shout out. So thanks, bud. There's that for you. What's this one here? That one here is, I can't remember. I haven't pulled, or I haven't tried to open up very many Fusion Strikes. I like the Gengar VMAX. I thought that was pretty cool, but I mean, and the Mew VMAX, that was cool. I mean, I think I like this art a little bit better, in my opinion. And this was one of my surprise cards that I actually was really happy to get. It's just really, really nice. But you know what? Oh yeah, it's really, really cool. I didn't see Smeargle back there. He just kind of gets lost in the picture a little bit. But yeah, Mew's great. Again, thanks First Movie for that. Yeah, this one, and when I saw this get a 10 back, as much as I probably want to hold on to this for maybe a little bit, once I get my eBay store back up and going, I'll make another video and let everybody know what's going up on the store. But this will probably be on the eBay store sometime in the near future. So I got 3 cards left. What was this one here? I forget which one. Oh yes, this guy was the most upsetting card that I like. Well, this was in the binder that I was telling you about. It was with the Lugia. It was on the first page next to the Lugia, and I thought, oh my gosh, if this gets a 10, I can't believe how much this 10 was going for. But then, I looked at it and I was like, man, I guess the centering is not terrible. I didn't see any real whitening on the corners here. It looked really, really good. Maybe a little bit right there. It's kind of hard to, yeah, a little bit right there on the end. But all in all, really clean card. So when I got this, when it came back a 7, no idea. It was, I must have missed something on here. I'm not sure. That's one thing I really wish PSA would put on, even their little QR code here, just to, hey, go to this QR code, find out why your card got X amount, got a 7, an 8, 9, or whatever. That's why I really I like Beckett, because at least it tells you, oh, you missed 0.5 on centering or whatever, and Tag is starting to come in and do a good job with that too, by even going further into that. So I might even do a Tag video as well. So we'll see. But really cool card. Really disappointed that it was a 7, because I think the 7 is going for a little less than what the raw card is going for. But it is what it is. However, these last 2 cards I was really happy with. Really confused on one of them because it got a 10, and because it got a 10, I thought it was actually going to give me an upcharge on it. But this other card is vintage, and I didn't think I was actually going to get this high of a grade on it, and they actually upcharged me on this one. So that's why I found out about all these grades on all the grades on these ones before actually getting the submission back, because I like to be surprised. However, the PSA app has a cool way to reveal your cards. You can find out a little bit earlier and have a little bit more dramatic. So I thought that was kind of cool. Pretty much they come up just like this, and they say, and it goes, here, swipe here to reveal your card, and then it comes up, but it shows the whole thing. So, but yeah, I love this Umbreon. This Umbreon was also in the same binder as the Mega Sableye and Tyranitar GX, and also the Lugia from Neo Genesis, and it got a 10. Super stoked. This card is so beautiful. I just kind of kept doubting I was gonna send this earlier to PSA, but I kept doubting myself. Didn't think that this was gonna actually be a very good grade, but I mean, I thought, what, with all the Umbreon hype, let's just send it in. Even if it gets a 9, it's still worth a little bit of money. But you know what, the centering doesn't look half bad, and this is why I had my my reservations. To the naked eye, it looks like the left side is a little bit skinnier than the right. I thought it was a little bit right heavy, but I guess it was still in PSA's parameters, and the corners were flawless. So you know what, I said, what the heck, let's just do it, and we'll send it in here. And I had a promo for $10 off a card, so instead of getting it for, I think it was $27.99 a card, I actually got it for $17.99 a card, a little bit better than the at that time pricing for those. So all right, last card of this video here for this PSA return. Wow, it is nice to see this card again. I remember getting this card off of eBay for, I want to say, $25, something like that. This was early 2019, somewhere in there, late 2018. I think it was closer. I think it was early 2019. I can't remember exactly. I have to look at everything. But I remember getting this one for $25, and around the same time, I think I spent $135 on a moderately played Shadowless Charizard. I thought it was crazy spending that much money on one card. But now I'm like, oh, all day, I buy them up all day. Because then I sent that one to PSA, and even though it's a low grade, I mean, it's still over. I mean, I said I picked up for $100, and it's going well over $1,000 now. As this one here, this is why I didn't send it into PSA originally. So sorry about the glare, but there it is. There's 2 scratches right there there we go, on Gyarados' neck area, and that's why I never sent it into PSA originally, because I knew it wasn't going to get a very good grade. I thought maybe, it was going to get something in the, the 3 or 4 range. But you know what? I thought, okay, centering is actually not that bad. There is some whitening on the corners and stuff. But you know what? The Shadowless Charizard, the reason why I bring that up too is that one had a really big scratch in here where you saw a lot of silver, and I got a 4. And I thought, you know what, if it gets a 4, whatever, it's still worth a little bit more money than the just the raw card. So this is why I got an upcharge on that, because it actually got a 6. So super happy about that, because I thought it was going to get a 4, maybe a 3 if PSA was not feeling very generous that day, but it was in a lot better condition than I thought it was. So in that same binder that I got the Umbreon in, and all those other, and the Tyranitar Mega Sableye one, there was a lot of other vintage cards in there, and I might have to reconsider grading those, just because one of them, which is a oh my gosh, it's a Neo Discovery. The reason why I don't know off the top of my head, I think this one is Neo Revelation. Yeah, Neo Revelation. Yeah, I think it was Neo Discovery. That's what it was. Because I actually left the hobby. Well, not a hobby. I guess it wasn't a hobby. I left Pokemon when I was about 11, and that's when 2001 hit. and my last set collecting was Neo Genesis. I opened so many first edition Neo Genesis packs. I think I got almost every holo but Lugia and Typhlosion, both Typhlosions. I think it was a T18 or T17. One of those two was the better, the artwork and the more expensive one. But yeah, out of all those, I got the Feraligatr. I think I got, oh, I forgot, there's two artworks on both, the Feraligatr and the Meganium. And I think I got one of them. My sister got one of each too. And anyways, I digress. But I got most of those all graded too. But I don't know. So I'm just rambling on here. But I love this holo. Love this card. One of the very first shining Pokemon introduced into the hobby or in Pokemon. So anyways, Gyarados has been one of my OGs too, and I still play Silver and Crystal every so often. Right now, I'm almost done playing Crystal, and he's on my team. I just love this Shining Gyarados. He's just awesome. So, but that's about it. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for joining me here. But before I go, I'm just going to give you a little bit of an idea of what's going to be fun in the next videos. I got 2 of these tins. Let me grab the other one here, and probably open these tonight, but I'm going to release them on a different video for later on. So, but just again, thanks so much for joining me. Sorry to talk your ear off, but that's why I'm here for, is hopefully I can, you enjoy my content and just like to listen to me babble about my life and kind of where things are going. So, oh, by the way, I'm also a dad from, as of last, back a couple years ago. So I have a boy and a girl. In fact, I'm just about ready to go back to work in a couple of days. I've had 3 months off to celebrate the birth of my daughter. So, but just thought I'd share all that information with you, and hope you guys have a good week. Take care. Bye.